Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So Friday freebie day. Now today we are starting a new sort of like set of 4 Friday freebies. We didn't do one last week. We took a break from last week because we had a few bits and pieces that we had to do. So this is number 177. Excuse me. So we are on a sewing theme, so it's so exciting. Loving this, absolutely loving this. So I have this for you today. So we're going to make it up. So we've got like a double tag. Now this has got lots of different options. Obviously you can cut this in half and have 2 different tags. You can make a little book, or you can make a little tuck on things like that. We've got a little thing to put thread on. We've got a little tag which says sewing room, and then we have a button. So loving it. I'll show you. I've made 2 different ones today, and we're going to make one today. I brought my sewing machine in, so I'm going to do a bit of sewing as well. So that's exciting. Now I do have another one. So this is for our lovely Ko-fi supporters. So it's the same but a different, obviously different pattern. And we have given you an extra little button in this one, and our little tag says love to sew. So loving these. Now of course I have got this beautiful new kit. Now I have been wanting to do one of these for a little while, and this one is actually one that I've made for sort of my mum, because it's been nearly a year. Next Wednesday, it would have been a year since she's passed, which some days it feels like a really long time, and some days it feels like she was here yesterday. So she loved Shabby Chic and things like that, so this is for her. It's called the Shabbydashery. Instead of haberdashery, it's a Shabbydashery. So it's sort of like shabby papers, and you've got like this beautiful sewing room in there. So quick little flick through. They are just beautiful papers, and I am loving them. Look at that, lovely shabby and roses and dresses. Look at this fabric, we've got some lace in there. It's just beautiful. And my mum loved roses, so I just think it was just absolutely perfect. So loving it. And then we've got the papers, and then we've got the papers which are made down into little small postcards. So we have 8 of those, and then we have some embellishments. So these are pockets, obviously, and then we have some little cards to go in the pockets. We have lots of little embellishments. We've got the little thread cards, we've got some buttons, we have a rulers on there, little beautiful little hearts, and these are thread samples, so you can cut these out and then you just wrap bits of thread around them, and lace or whatever you want to wrap around them. We've got pins, buttons, needles, cotton on there, and they're just beautiful. And this one, I just wanted to show you this one. These are fabric swatches. So what you would do, you'd cut this out, and then you've got a little project note down there. So you put a little sample of your fabric on there, and then you write down what it is. And I've done one here just to show you, just quickly, on here. So I've popped a little bit of sari fabric on there, and I put sari fabric for boho journal, which I just think these would look fab in a journal, wouldn't they? And these ones are little fold overs, so they fold over like that. And what I've done, I popped a little bit of lace in a little plastic bag. Now I've got these little plastic bags which I've had for donkey's years, but they work really well, and I just think that popped into a little journal, into one of the pockets, would look just beautiful, wouldn't it? I do have another page, but I don't think it's here. I think it's missing. But I have another page which has got little like a matchbook to pop little pins and stuff in. But when I do a journal, I will start one next week when I finish my book one, and I will show you it properly. So loving that, absolutely loving it. I'm going to pop these little bits behind. So let's show you what I have done. Look at these, aren't they just gorgeous? Now this is the one that we're going to be making today. I've got the little sort of like thread holder here, like the little bobbin, and I popped some lace around it. I popped a little bowl pin with a button on it, and I've made it into like a little pocket, so you can just pop that into your journal, have it as like a little floating pocket. I popped the lace on the back piece, so nothing on the front, so you can just sort of like slide something in. And then I popped the sewing room little tab on there with the button and some seam binding on there, and then I've just done a little bit of velvet on there, so loving it. And then this one, which I've just popped the lace in the middle, but I've made this into like a little notebook. So I've used the little cotton thread bit of this and put a little magnet on there, so it just holds that closed, so that looks nice. And then we've got a little bowl pin on there, and then we just open it up, and then I've just cut some papers to go in the middle. Now I did sew this on, I stuck this paper on and sewed around it, and then I've actually popped the lace, sewed the lace down through there. But I think they are just gorgeous, so I'm really loving it. I know you guys love your sewing theme as well, so I'm really excited about this one. So it's got lots and lots of potential. So what I'm going to do, I have got it cut out somewhere. Here we go. Lose it. Let me pop these bits to the side, out of the way. So I've already cut this around like that. I haven't got anything on the inside because we don't need anything on the inside, because we're going to sew it shut. Now again, if you don't sew, you can just stick the edges, but leave this bit open. So the first thing I'm going to do, I didn't actually cut these out fully because I'm going to stick them to a piece of card just to make them a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. So what I do, I don't always go all the way around the outside if I'm going to stick them on before I cut them out, because you get a neater cut if you're going to stick them to something. So I'm just sticking them to a bit of coffee stain card like that, because I printed them onto 160 GSM paper, and it's not quite thick enough really. So I'm just backing it just with a little bit of card like that. So I'm hoping you can see, because I want to do a bit of sewing, but I was watching it when I did sewing the other day, you couldn't really see what I was doing very well. But I'm hoping if I leave my machine further back, you should be able to see sort of like the needle bit. I'm hoping anyway. Oopsie daisy. So let's see. Let's see. Let me pop the lid on that for a minute. Right, I'm going to just stick that down. I'm going to leave that just to dry for a second. Now, I bought all that beautiful lace. I did a little video on Tuesday to show you the lace that I brought. But look, I got it in a big muddle now. I've gone rummaging through it all. I've got a big muddle up there. So I'm going to just pop that in a pot. I'm going to use this one. Now, this is the lace and stuff that I got from not AliExpress, from, well, I think they're all the same companies, aren't they? From Temu. Now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to stick it down through the middle like that, just through down through the spine. I'm going to use a little bit of glue just to hold it in place. Now again, you don't have to, you know, stick anything to it. You can just sort of like use it as two tags. I'm sure you guys will come up with all sorts of different ways of using it anyway. Oh, I should have stuck it the other way. It would probably be easier for me to cut, wouldn't it, with my scissors? That was a bit silly. Anyway, let's just cut that off there. If you're going to do it to the ends this end, because it'll be easier to cut. And I'm just going to sew that just down either side, so make sure you sort of like got it in the middle. Now I'm just going to try and line up my machine. So I'm not going to bring it too far forward because you can see this bit here, can't you? I know it's a little bit further away for me to sew to see what I'm doing, but I'm hoping you guys will be able to see a little bit better. Oops. Let's just pop that down. And I'm just going to sew up either side. Lift the needle up. Just bring that over. And come down. So I hope you can see a little bit better now. Let's just cut that off. So what I've done, I've just gone either side down there like that. So when we fold it in half, we've got a nice little spine bit there, and I think it makes it look really nice. So what I'm going to do, just going to cut that a little bit round there, and just that little bit on there. There we go. So that's a little bit better, isn't it? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to sew a piece of lace. I'm going to just sew down this one. Let's just sew down the front. So I'm not going to sew lace onto the front. I'm going to sew that first because the other bit we're going to sew around anyway. We'll sew that a little bit. Let's chop this off. I hope I'm not too far away. I hope you can see okay. Right, so that's down because that's going to be the bit that we're opening it, and if we've got sort of like a stitches down there, it sort of helps it to so it doesn't rip so much. So now this one, I'm going to pop just a little bit of white lace down through there. So I'm just going to hold on to that bit and sew it down. Get my cotton in the right place. Oops. Pop that on. Just so we've got a little bit of lace poking out. I think will look really nice. Well, it does look really nice. To just chop that off, pop our lace over there for a minute. So look, you can just see that that's sewn down the edge. Now that's going to be the back like that. Let's just snip that down. I've got my great big scissors. I need my other ones really, don't I? My little Fiskars scissors. Perfect. So then I've got another bit there. Chop that off. So then when that goes together, you can see that little bit of lace. I just think that looks really nice. So now what I'm going to do before I embellish this bit, I'm going to just sew around the top bit, just around this bit, just to that piece of lace there. So we'll go from this edge. Cut that off, and then what we need to do, pull that through, is just do this bit along here, like that. think I did a very good job at that. I think I missed it. Look at that wibbly wobbly. I think I'm just going to have to run that over that again. I think I'm a little bit too far away, but I really do hope that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, dreadful bit of sewing, but never mind, that's okay. Look at that. Let's take these little bits off. Perfect. Look at that sewing. I've missed it completely there. So there we go. So we have a little pocket. I just think that's lovely. Now I'm going to pop the machine over there because we don't need it now. So I'm hoping you can see. I might actually come in a little bit closer now. There we go. I think maybe you can see a little bit better. So these are going to be dry now, aren't they? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut them out like that. So this says sewing room. Oops. Like that. So again, you can use these however you like. But I just think they are lovely. I do love a sewing theme, which I haven't done. I've made some, I did do a couple of Friday freebies, I think, a long time ago, which had a bit of a sewing theme to them. And I've never got round to actually doing a journal. So, we're not making a kit. But I just love this one. I absolutely love it. So there we go. Get these little bits out of the way. Really simple to cut out as well. And this one, if you're not into sewing, and you like Shabby Chic, this is perfect as well, because you know, you don't have to use these bits if you don't want to, but I just think this is beautiful. I'm loving it. So let's just, a little bit of ink around there. Oh, I need my little hole punch. My little hole punch punches these little holes out absolutely perfect. And then we can add a little bit of seam binding. You can use ribbon or lace, whatever you like, to pop through here. Where's my little, oh there it is. It disappeared in there. So I do love these. Love it. I can't wait to start doing that journal. But I still have to finish off my book one. Well, not finish off, start it. I haven't even got my embellishment kit out yet. I don't know where the time is going at the moment. So I've got 4 little holes there that we can pop out. Now again, you don't have to pop them out, but I just think it looks really nice. It's all these little bits, isn't it, that add up to a really, really pretty little journal, just by doing little extras like this. Now I've got my box here with my seam binding in. I do love this colour, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it, and we're going down, I think we go down through, oh my god, here we go, take me half an hour to do this. Down through there, up through there. So don't go diagonally. If you go down there and then up the one above it, and then go diagonally across, you get like a little cross. Like that. And then back up through this one, if you can. There we go. Now that's going to be too long, so let's just make this a little bit shorter. There we go. Then I'm going to just tie that just like that, and then we've got this lovely little button with a little bit of seam binding in there. Snip that off. Now one of them I did actually make a little hole in here and attach that onto there, but I think this one I'm just going to stick on the top like that. Stick this down. I'm going to use my glue gun because I've got my glue gun on. Yeah. So this is going to go roughly there, like that. Pop some glue on here, just on the bottom, but it might peek out of the top a little bit. There we go. Look at that. That's fab, isn't it? So our little one here, we're going to wrap a little bit of lace around here. Now this one on here where I did the little magnetic closure, all as I did, I stuck it on the back like that, stuck a little magnet on there, and then under this piece of lace I've just got like a little washer on there, so that just snaps shut. And then we got our little button with our little bulb pin. So loving that. But this one, shall we have a little bit of, let's just add the same lace that we've got on here, look. Let's just take a piece of this off. I'm going to pop a little glue on there. Which way round is it? Stick that on the back and then just wrap that round like that. Oops. Gonna have to put a little bit more glue on there. A little bit of glue. Look at that. Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it? Now this one's going to be the same as the other one, but that's okay. Now where's my buttons? I have this little jar of buttons which I picked up from a little haberdashery near me, which got all sorts of little lovely little buttons in. I could do with some little white pearly buttons really. And I got my neat box of mixture of all sorts of bits in here with my bulb pins. Pop a little button on there, and then I'm going to just pop that through there like that. So there we go, a little button on there. And shall we have a little bit of something underneath? What do I have? Now I need my other pot. My lovely box of lovelies here. Now have I got my... Shall we have a little bit of this? Let's have a little bit of this, seeing it fell out. Pop a little bit of that on, and I could really do, there's a nice little bit of lace. Let's chop that. Put that over there. Just wrinkle this up a little bit. Pop that to the side. So please do let me know how many of you like your sewing theme and whether this was a good one. So I'm hoping you're going to like it. Pop that on there. Take this, little bit of glue on there, and then we can just sort of pop that on top. So I've got lots of ideas for a sewing journal, lots and lots, so I'm really excited about doing that. So there we go guys, and then we can pop anything you like in there, can't you? But I just love it, and I just love the way it's just sort of like will slip into your journal, or a beautiful gift. You could actually pop a little gift card in there for somebody, couldn't you? Little voucher or something. But I'm loving them. So now I have 3. like this, but loving this one. Don't forget you can do all sorts and have 2 tags, have 2 lovely tags. Print it off again and you've got a couple more buttons, or if you're going to purchase the kit, you've got lots and lots of bits and pieces. They all will go together. So there we go. I hope you are going to enjoy making this as much as I did, because I absolutely love it. The new kit is going to be in the shop, so do pop over there and take a look. So there we go, guys. Let me just show it to you. Where is it? Here we go. So this is what you're going to get. If you're new to my channel, I try and do a Friday freebie every week. This is number 177, so we've done lots and lots. You can print this off in my Facebook group, and the links are underneath the video. And also, if you are a Ko-fi supporter, pop over to Ko-fi and pick up your lovely another one that you can do. So this is for one-off and monthly supporters. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day and a fab weekend. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye bye.